returned. How's everybody doing? I'm okay. I'm kind of waiting on my mom to get here. We're supposed to go hit a thrift store or two. I am looking to buy, we'll just Google vintage Pyrex bowls, and you'll see it's the ones with the color. I really, really want some of the old bowls, old Pyrex bowls. They're so good for everything. They are oven proof and microwave proof and everything proof. You can put them in the freezer, in the fridge, whatever. They're so cool. You can serve out of them. You know, just everything. I've got some metal bowls that are really nice. Ooh, sorry about that. I just realized that something was leaning up against my microphone. I've got some nice metal bowls. No good for food prep, but they're terrible for much of anything else. I can store stuff in them too. But I want the cool Pyrex ones. The colors are great, and they're just timeless. So I went out a few days ago by myself to Springdale to their Goodwill to look for such things, and came up pretty much empty-handed as far as the Pyrex bowls were concerned. Going to hit the Salvation Army here in a bit. I know I could find them at flea markets, but I also know they'd be really expensive at flea markets. I'm looking for a bargain. So, let's see what I can find. When I was at the Goodwill, I found some fun stuff that I brought home. I thought I'd share. It seems like some of it is not in here. It's in the living room. I may have to hop up and go run it out of here and go find it. But this is one of the things that I found. I have a small collection of old percolator coffee pots, and they're always like a chrome or something. I like this silver looking stuff. This one I've cleaned it some, but it still retains, I don't know if you can really tell, it's still got some kind of crud on it, some stains, and just not looking real slick. I've got to look for some kind of a home remedy cleaner for this. But I didn't know exactly what this was. I knew it was some kind of percolator, but it was very peculiar. Got it home and looked around the web and found that it is a vintage, I don't know how vintage. This is like a plastic Bakelite, maybe? No, I think it's just plastic. But some kind of vintage Italian espresso maker, actually. And you see how there are these little vent holes on the stem, kind of, sort of. Well, apparently, I looked up and found a video on YouTube on how to actually make coffee in it, or espresso, either one. But I was so irritated because the woman called it espresso through the entire video, and I wanted to reach out and just bitch slap her. It's not espresso, it's espresso. There's no X in it, as I pointed out on Facebook, where I go to bitch about everything. There's a little filter top here, then this comes out. You put your water in there, and you put this down in here. It's like a funnel, okay? And you put that down in there, put your coffee, or I've never made espresso, so I don't know if it's dry grounds or what it is. Whatever, you put it in there, and you put the little cap on it, I think like that. Not sure that it matters. I'm probably doing it wrong. There we go. Put it on there, screw it back on, and set it just on the stove top. And as it starts to boil, it bubbles up through the grounds and up into this via these little holes. And the bottom of it, when I look at it, it's got either some kind of cooked on crud down in the bottom, or maybe it's I don't know what it is. It's some crud though. And I figured it would make my coffee taste bad. And I tried making coffee in it, but I think I didn't have the fire high enough. So only a little bit of it came up in here, and it smelled kind of burned. I didn't drink it. I just wanted to see if it worked. But I bought it mainly for the aesthetic beauty. This is some kind of a steam vent thing. But I thought it was pretty. I really don't have room for it right now. But I'm hoping that in the future I'll have a bigger kitchen and have someplace to actually display my little pots. I got a nice big thick hardback book on the Big Band era, which I'm going to be giving to my dad. I thought he would enjoy that. I got a book for myself. It's a big kind of quality paperback that's quotations from movies, and you can look them up. It's mostly old movies. You can look them up by category, and it's just fun just to open it randomly and just read some of them. I act them out either in my head. If I read it to somebody, I give it a little dramatic flair. It's very fun. Now these, I had purchased at a yard sale years ago, and I haven't ever done anything with them. You chicks, I'm sure, or especially in my age group, are familiar with the Sad-Eyed Children from the 70s. And this is by the artist that I like the most, named Eden. I have an original Eden painting hanging in my dining room. It's very colorful. These are a little bland, and they look so like world weary, sitting there at their little tables, looking like they've been through many a husband and many a heartache. Maybe that's why I like them. But I would like to display them, be able to enjoy them on a daily basis. I'm not sure how, but I think I may mix them up with these things that I bought yesterday at Goodwill. And I got it for $2 a piece, and at first I kind of balked, but they're really nice, and I think they're worth it. I haven't cleaned them yet, so they're a little grotty. Look, you can see the computer. You can see me, and you can infinitely see mirrors. But they're wooden frame, and the mirror has a little beveled edge. I think they're nice. When they're cleaned up, they're going to be really cool. I like mirrors, especially round mirrors, and I like the black frames. But maybe I could display them with, since there's only 2 of them, ideally there should be 3. I like the odd numbers for things like this. But I thought I could hang them with some kind of artwork, some black framed artwork, perhaps, of some kind. Be it something I print out on the computer or little posters, something I buy. I don't know yet. Maybe with the Sad-Eyed Girls. Not really sure yet. I know you can't lean them up against something because they roll away, as I just found. This is really odd, and it's kind of dinged up. Excuse me, I'm having allergies today. My nose is itchy. Very itchy. I found this. Look at her. Isn't there something just very charming about her? Little girl holding an oil lamp. It's got a flame lit on it. Holding it in one hand. Some sort of a shroud. Wearing a shroud. I don't know what it indicates or what she's supposed to be. But there she is. Someone has done the old burn the edges deal and mounted it on a piece of wood that has little notches. Very odd and unusual, and I'm not sure she's at all going to go in my decor. But I don't know. I kind of like her. She's got some bad scuffing across her cheek and her little nose. I feel bad about that. I wonder who she was. What the dealio was with the whole picture. Got her for $1. It's just wood. I don't know. I find things like this sometimes, and I realize they're too special to leave behind, and I am assured in my mind that someday I will meet the person who's supposed to have this. And we'll give it to them. So she's kind of neat. I knew the second that Falcon saw it, that he would start squawking that it was haunted, and sure enough, he did. He did not let me down. Started squawking about it being haunted. It's not haunted. It's just old and a little eerie because they put sort of a dark shellac on it and dark wood, and it's an old painting. Yep, that was fun. I had fun shopping around the store. I put a lot of stuff back. I didn't want to go nuts. It was $12 for all that stuff, plus the 2 books. Not too bad. Not too bad at all. So, life's getting a little better. Went through a really, really dark place there for a couple of weeks. But I'm starting to come out of it a little bit, which is good. Started on a very intensive vitamin therapy, and hoping that will help me in a lot of ways. I had gotten off of my vitamin D3, and I think that had caused me to have some emotional problems and some physical problems. And I'm back on that now that I had money. That was the whole point, is I didn't have money to go into it at the time. But got an iPhone. I'm very excited about that. I've been going nuts downloading free apps. A lot of them are just garbage. But it's cool. I'm enjoying it. I'm very thankful for Elizabeth for getting it for me, or sending it to me. It was one that she had broken the screen on, and she decided to upgrade, so she didn't need it anymore. And I'm grateful for Falcon for taking it to a place and getting it fixed for me. We were going to fix it ourselves, but he just decided it'd be a nice thing to do for me so that I wouldn't have to wait, and I appreciate it. It was very sweet. Went to the casino last night, and I won $100, but I put like $40 in, and then won $100, and then I put another $20 somewhere else, and we ate. I came out maybe by the end of the evening, maybe $15 ahead. But hey, that's $15 ahead. I don't have to feel guilty about us going down there. We originally went down there because I was craving their spare ribs that they have at the buffet. They were delicious, as always. They're probably better than they've ever been. As somebody who's got to be the prettiest boy I've ever seen in my life was leering at me and then flirted with me at the restaurant. It was very, very flattering. I looked nice, so I had my hair up with a big flower thing and was dressed rather femininely, and I looked pretty. Had good makeup and everything. And so it made me feel very good. And I grinned all evening, and poor Falcon kept going, "What? What? What's so funny?" What are you grinning at? I didn't tell him. I didn't want to hurt his feelings about it, but that's all. And I didn't want him to go find the guy and smash him. Of course, the guy didn't know I was with anybody, but whatever. It was nice. It made me feel all special and sweet. And somebody today came along and kind of deflated me? Kind of deflated my slightly engorged ego from last night. So I'm back to square one. That's okay. It happens. I guess that's it. I'm going to go and get this thing posting. I have a very long video that Falcon and I took when we went on a little outing a couple days ago, and I'm not going to edit it. It's long. You can watch and enjoy it, or you can blow it out your ditty bag, but I'm going to post it, and whatever. It's kind of boring in spots and tedious, but it's funny too in spots because, you know, it's me and Falcon. That's how it goes. Hi, kitty. So that's it. Bye, everybody. Mwah.